What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm on a camping and caravanning club site in Hereford, which has got something which I haven't seen on any of their sites before. So let's get stuck straight into it, shall we? Now before we dig into all that good stuff, like I did say, this site is in Hereford and it's a brilliant location. I've just left the Malvern show, the Warner's Malvern show, and so I was in Malvern, and that's a nice little area. It's beautiful countryside, lovely, lovely area indeed, it really is. But then Hereford itself is a lovely area as well. And I love Hereford, not just because there's beefy boys, but there's a lot to do there. There's a lot going on in Hereford. And it's just a nice place to hang out. Previously, I've stayed at the rowing club in Hereford. I think many of you have seen videos of me staying there. But yeah, this is in between both. So you've got best of both worlds. If you want to go to Malvern, you can hang out in Malvern. You go there for the day. If you want to be in Hereford, you can be in Hereford within no time at all, because it's so central located between the two. It's perfect. Now, I know some of you are not into it, but I mean, it's a beautiful site just as it is. Look at this lake. It's a 3-acre fishing lake. Now that is the main reason I came here. Now I wanted to chill out for a couple of days because, like I say, I've just done the show, and I wanted to get my laundry done and get bits and bobs done. But this is an added bonus of this fishing lake. It really is. And it's beautiful just to walk around. You've got a bit of a woodland as well all around here. There's lots of walks in the area. Now I'm just cutting through because there's some fishermen over there, so I'm not going to disturb them, so I'll go through the little wooded area. But yeah, there's lots of walks in the area, which has got stacks of information in the information hub down near the reception, which I'll show you in a bit. But it's just a really nice site with all this nature going on. Now, like I say, this is a fishing lake, but it is only open to the members that are staying on site. So you've not got tons of people coming and going and everything. But it's quite a fair sized site. It's got about 100 pitches overall, between hard standing grass and for tents and for campervans and things, you know. Across the board, it's quite a fair sized site. It's just got such a nature feel. And like I say, with the location, it is a winner. But I think you're gonna really like what I'm about to show you. As you can see, the land yacht's all parked up there on a nice little hard standing pitch with electric, but you have got pitches right along the water, whether you like to fish or not. You've got pitches just at back on. That's just lovely, isn't it? Got loads of lilies over there. I'll show you them. So if this was your pitch here, you're looking out to some nice bit of water and some lilies. It's got a very nature feel to it. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't going to be filming at this site because I was just going to be chilling out, and then I was going to do a park up in a day or two on the way down to Van Life Eats, which I can't wait for. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be banging. Van Life Eats at Dummerdown Farm in Basingstoke. Mark and Sophie, they work so hard, and they put on an absolute corker of an event. They really do. Now, the reason I am filming is because when I got here, I was like, oh wow, didn't know you had that. Never seen that before. So I was like, gotta show that. Now, when you come into the entrance, it will hit you straight away. You'll see it straight up. This is where you come in. So you'll be driving up here, which is all the way around the lake, all the way to here. And then you get to this. Look at this. Look at this building. So this is a coffee shop and a bar, a fully licensed bar. Yeah, I was like, what is this? This is brilliant. It's beautiful inside. And like I say, it's a fully licensed working bar. They've got draft. I'll take you in and have a little look around, but it doesn't stop there. They've also got an on-site food truck. Now, I've come in the summer holidays. The lady that runs that Cat's Kitchen, she's currently on holiday for a week, so I can't sample it, but I'm led to believe she does specials every now and again. So it might be steak night, it might be pork rolls, it might be special burgers, this, that and the other. But yeah, the food is meant to be pretty spot on. I've spoke to a few people that come here regularly, and they've said, yeah, it is really, really good. So that's normally running over the weekend. And then this is open in March to October, November, it's 9 till 4, and then April to September, 9 till 5. But it is open later in the evenings on the weekends, Friday and Saturday from 6 till 9:30 p.m. So, I mean, just look at the entrance to this place. It's got the nice gas lights, the fire lights. It's got outdoor seating, so if you want to just chill out and have a nice sit down, it just looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's just like, it's got a right good vibe. Yeah, it's really good. Then this is the reception as well, and the shop. You've got a fishing tackle here, and then you've got all the normal shop kind of stuff, which is really good. But then you've got a whole selection of like local jams and preserves, and then you've got all the wines and the beers, which is brilliant. Like, it's just a brilliant loaded shop. But it doesn't stop there. You've got a bakery section with some cakes and some breads. Then you've got sandwiches, pasties, and you've got various other bits and bobs, fresh produce that you can buy. There's the whole bar and coffee shop area, which is absolutely great. Like I say, you have got beers on. These are ciders, right? These are ciders, right?
Cider, lager, beer.
And then you've got the coffee shop area with cakes and various different coffees. I said you was going to love this site, and that is unique, isn't it? I mean, I haven't seen any of the club sites have a place like that. Now that is spot on, and I do come to Hereford every now and again, so I will be coming back here many times, not only for the fishing, because they have actually got a fishing competition once a year, but also just for this. It's just a brilliant site. It's great if you just sit here on site with your friends as well, because I know when I go away with John and Tash, Beth and Ricky, we've gone to some pub stops before, and then we've gone in and they've had the one down near Swindon area. I can't remember the name, it escapes me, but we've been there a few times, and they've got the coffee shop like at the front, and then they've got the pub and restaurant area at the back, and we've been there many times because there's somewhere to hang out during the day, and you're not just, you know, in each other's vans, or, you know, because if the weather is pants, then what do? You all got to pile into one van, and then it's like, it's a bit different with us because the vans are our homes, so it's quite hard to, you know, shift everything around. Now my motorhome is kind of the party wagon, so once I haven't got loads of rubbish and carrying around loads of gadgets with me, we all do pile in mine. But it is nice to have a place to be able to go and, you know, hang out. £28 plus for a night at a campsite, that adds up fast. Now I love campsites, but I'm not always on them. I'm usually wild camping, and I know a lot of you want to do exactly the same. That's why I wrote this book, How to Wild Camp in a Motorhome Without the Knock, the No Knock Guide. You can grab your copy in the link below. Something else this site has got, which again I have not seen, and I think this is absolutely brilliant. Late departure. Now, obviously it's got to be available, so it might not always be available, but late departure, and you can pay £10 up to 6 p.m. I wish other sites would do it, because one, if they haven't got the place booked, it's money for nothing, right? Because I'm not going to, you know, I know I might use an extra shower or a little bit more electricity, but it is using that pitch to its full advantage, isn't it? And it, you know, means I haven't got to rush around in the morning. If I'm not going anywhere until, you know, God knows what time, I don't need to leave at 12. I'll happily pay that. This is what all sites need. It needs a coffee shop and a bar, and it needs late departures. And if you can throw in a fishing lake, I'd be ever so grateful. Round here, you've got the Gents just there, which we'll have a look at in a minute. But this is the laundry and the information room. Now let me tell you, this washing machine and dryer is spot on. It really is. £3 for the washing machine, £3, and then £1 for half an hour in the tumble dryer. So you can get a wash done for £4. £4. Now that's a bargain. That is an absolute bargain. So definitely recommend them. They are big drums as well. They're industrial drums. So yeah, really recommend that. And they are coin operated, so you don't need tokens, just pound coins. So you're good to go. You have got disabled toilets there and ladies toilets there. And then if we come round, we have got the, I didn't know they had that. That's a dog wash. A free dog wash area. Oh yeah, look, so the dog can walk up there, straight in, and then you can, looks like it's hot and cold tap. You've got a leads if you need to, you know, strap them in so they can't jump out. And then, yeah, close that up. And then give the dog a wash. Now this is the dishwashing area. If you haven't got a dishwasher in your motorhome, then you come here. Cheap shot, I know, cheap shot. Now, this is the Gents, and you've got proper nice little toilets all here. You've got cubicles there, then you've got the showers down this end. You've got a nice little seating area, and then to hang your clothes there, and lovely big shower cubicles here. So, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. The cleanliness is just amazing. Like, they've just been cleaned, but it's like the end of the day, and I always worry about filming in there. I try and make sure there's no one around. You alright? Look at that golf buggy. That is so cool to rock around on. Because they come round the lake when I was fishing. They come round a couple of times a day just to check you got a ticket. I think it's like £6, £8 for fishing, and they come round and check. But they come round on the golf buggy, and then they give you hints, tips, and see how you're doing. So it's, yeah, really, really cool. I'd love to be riding around on one of them buggies. Right, I think it's time to get back to the motorhome, and I've got to think about dinner. And I've got something that might be a bit controversial. So I did say I'm going to come back and sort something out to eat, but I'm going to go fishing for an hour. I can't not. So I'm going to go for a cheeky hour's fishing, and then I'll start dinner. Now look at this for a little setup. You don't have to like fishing to enjoy this. This is peaceful. Sun's come out. Just chilling. Yes, I've changed my t-shirt because I might be filming a video for the fishing channel, but that's why dinner can wait. Because this is so much better. T-shirt's back on. Done a couple of hours fishing. Didn't catch anything, but lovely way to spend a couple of hours. Right, now while dinner is cooking, I wanted to show you a few bits that I picked up. Well, talk to you about one and show you something else that I picked up at the Malvern show. So about a month ago, I had a puncture. I don't know where I got it, but then by the time I got into the campsite, my tyre was flat when I went to plug in the electric. And if you remember a few years back, I actually had a blowout on the M1 heading north to go look at this. So yeah, it's about 2.5 years ago now, which was absolutely terrifying. I never experienced that in my life before. Don't want to experience it ever again, and I don't wish any of you to experience it. So whilst at the show, I was walking around, having a little look around, and come across the stand Air Ride, and they also do a puncture prevention, which is absolutely incredible. So if you have a little look now at my tyre, so it's got a little blue cap. That means a liquid gunk has been injected into my tyres, so now I can't get a puncture and I can't get a blowout either. This stuff is really, really good. Now, it's been injected into all of my tyres, and for what it does, it's really not that expensive. But literally, they come along whilst at the show. They came on over to where I was parked. The guy was really, really good. He lets the tyres down, he goes through it all, and then he injects the stuff. And now my tyres are puncture proof and blowout proof. So if you get something, you just don't worry about it, because it fills all the gaps. So once they inject it, I've then driven obviously to here from Malvern. It's gone spinning round inside the tyre, and it's now coated everywhere, but it stays like in a liquid form. But then it as soon as you start rubbing it, it coats. It starts to fibre up. Some real special technology. It's real cool. It's Oco tyre sealant, and it's Puncture Control. So it just prevents you getting punctures or blowouts, and yeah, saves you a lot of money in the long run, a lot of time, because I mean the average call out's going to be at least 2 to 3 hours, right? And if you haven't got a spare, then you need to go get one of them or something else when it happens. But I've had 2 incidents now, and now as soon as I saw that, I was like, no, I need that, because I don't want to, 1, waste a tyre, 2, I don't want to have scary moments like that on the motorway again, and 3, I just don't want the hassle of punctures. It's just not needed in today. If we've got some technology that can stop that, then why not, right? Why not? Now, Gary, the owner of Puncture Control and Air Ride, he's going to be at the next show, and I believe he's going to bring a tyre along and he's going to stab it, which is going to be great. So if that does happen, then I will record that and I'll update you guys and show you it in the works of it being stabbed. Now, I'm not going to stab mine because I don't want to do that, and I shouldn't do that. No one should stab their tyres. If he's got a spare tyre that we can go at with a knife or some sharp objects like a screw or something, then wicked. I can't wait to film that. There was a show special price. Now, I'm not saying this is the price right now, but there was a show special price of £120 for 4 tyres. Now, one of them tyres, just one of them, is 200 quid almost. 200 quid. So, and when I had that puncture, I was so annoyed because there's over 75% of tread left on the wheel. And I don't want to be wasting all that tread because it's a waste, right? It's a waste. I don't want to be spending 200 notes when I don't have to, especially when there's so many more years left in that tyre with all the tread that it's got. So this is absolute game changer. Now, they are at all the Warner shows throughout the rest of the year. So if you're at Shepton or Lincoln or any of the shows next year, they are at every single show and they can do it there and then at the show. So you just go over to the stand, you book it in, and then they come over to your motorhome. Alternatively, they are available nationwide, so they can book you in. Like I say, all the details will be in the description below. And then you can book it in and then get your tyres protected because, I mean, let's face it, they're the only things that keep us connected to the road, right? So you've got to have good tyres. So, and I've got the best tyres I can, but I want to protect them, and I don't want any more blowouts or punctures because even the repair guy that changed the wheel, he had to go at me because I didn't have a 5-ton jack. Now, okay, I probably should have a 5-ton jack, but he's the repair guy. He's meant to carry jacks, right? That's the kind of their job. But he only had a 3.5-ton, and then he whinged and whined, but he did it. But why are they not carrying 5-ton jacks? But now I don't have to go through any of that because I've got the puncture prevention. Now, it's not just for motorhomes. You can get your caravan done, your motorhome done, you can get your cars done, you can get anything with tyres done, pretty much. I'm pretty sure that's correct, unless there's some really special fancy tyres out there which can't have them. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure every tyre can be done. So you can book it all in. So if you've got your caravan there at the show and you've got your car, you can get them both done. It's just about peace of mind, isn't it, at the end of the day? So you guys know I had this table fitted to the wall and I love it. I really do. Now, okay, I'm probably going to get had a go out for this and like, well, don't do it then. But I like cooking greasy foods, fried foods. Now, I quite like cooking bacon. If I'm going to fry something, I'll cook bacon, and then I might cook quite a lot of it and then use it at some other point. But I also like using my Cadac out here with, you know, just normal food, cooking burgers, cooking sausages. And the one problem I've had with this table is the fat. So if you're cooking burgers or something, fat can spray and spit here, there and everywhere, which it's not good for the side of the motorhome. I mean, I'm not a valeter and cleaner, but I know Shane's seen it before, and I'm just thinking, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. So at some point, I know Shane's itching to get his hands on this and clean it, but I do want to try and prevent any fat hitting the body. Now, I did try and come up with some stupid idea of putting like some big sheet over here and hanging it out the window and all that, but that didn't work. But this is what I found. Look at this. Right, so this is, I can never say this, but there we go. It is the Brunner Wind Wall. So this is really quite thin and quite light. I mean, you can see that the size is there. It's tiny, and it folds flat. So, but what I'm thinking is, because this fits the Cadac perfectly, I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to use it at Van Life Eats, and that's going to be great. I can't wait for that. But as you can see, it fits perfect. It really does. So if you've got a table like this, then this is definitely something you might want to get. Now, what I'm thinking is, if I put the Cadac there and the Cadac opens, I can then maybe use some bulldog clips, one here and one here, and put some tin foil over. That will save the wall from any fat spits from anything that I am cooking, be it burgers or bacon or something else. But yeah, I thought that was brilliant. They weren't cheap. It was £39. I got the last one at the show. But yeah, I do want to use the table more, but that, you know, the fat issue does put me off. Because yeah, I don't want to ruin the wall. I know I don't clean the motorhome often, but I don't want to absolutely destroy the wall. It's time for dinner. I'm Hank Marvin, and what I'm about to have for dinner, like I said, it's going to be pretty controversial. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. So, I have forewarned you. Dinner is served, and it is pie and chips. Now you're thinking, you said this was controversial. What's going on? This is just pie and chips. But what is the pie? Well, that's where it takes a wild turn. Saw this the other day. It is a double cheeseburger pie. Look. A double cheeseburger pie. I mean, what's next, eh? I mean, come on. This is just... Now the top looks a bit golden because I've done it in the air fryer and it was a little bit high to start with. I've got to say, first thing is a moan. It says on the back of the box, air fryer. Yeah, this product is suitable for air fryer. But then it doesn't tell you how long or how hot. It just says, please refer to the manufacturer's instructions for your air fryer. I'm sorry, Audi. I don't think my manufacturer recommends how hot and how long to cook a double cheeseburger pie. Please include the instructions yourself. Don't be lazy. Gah. Up your game, Audi. Up your game. Right. Enough of that whinging. Let's try it, shall we? Let's see what it's like. Because this is... well... something else, right? Something else. Let's cut this bad boy open and have a look. Oh my God. Right. That is definitely a cheeseburger in a pie. Pastry's going everywhere. Hot. Right, here we go. Let's try it. Okay. You've definitely got the cheese in there. You've definitely got... The burger's not too bad. I mean, it's a pretty cheap burger, don't get me wrong. And it is pretty small. They could have put a bigger burger in there, to be fair. But you are getting the cheese. You are getting the like the tangy burger sauce. And yeah, the pastry's not too bad. Like I say, I overdone the top. But yeah, it's not too bad. Now, is that for you? A double cheeseburger pie, is that for you? That's the question. And what have you had in a pie that, one, you recommend, and two, is a bit weird? We did ask this a while back about some weird and wacky foods. Some of you actually recommended, including Beth from the Hills Explore, banana with your curry. I'm sorry, what? Banana with your curry. I think that's just mental. That is just mental, right? Right, I'm going to scoff my face. Let me know what pie you like. Well, let me know some of your wacky foods while I scoff my face, and I'll catch you in a bit. Good morning. Wow, what a lovely, peaceful sleep that was. I've got to take the rubbish over, but I think it'd be rude not to stop in and have a cheeky little coffee, wouldn't it? It's been a great couple of days, to be fair. I really like this site. It's just something about it, I don't know, yeah, it just feels really nice. But that that cheeseburger pie last night, well, that was interesting. Definitely too stingy on the actual burger part. They were tiny. Definitely needs bigger burgers, more meat. But overall, the cheese and the sauce is pretty good. I'll cook it lower and slower next time. But yeah, not bad. I mean, will I go buy them again? Probably not. But if they're presented to me, I'll eat them, you know. Not bad, they were worth a try. I ended up watching Jurassic Park, the Jurassic World Rebirth, the new one with, what's her name? Shout out the Avengers. Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, I ended up watching that last night. Now, I am quite a fan of the Jurassic Parks and the Jurassic Worlds, but that one was a bit, again, it was alright. Nothing special. It weren't like some of the others. It was a bit more heart pacey and racing, but yeah, not too bad. Probably give it like a, I don't know, a 6. But yeah, okay. Overall, the site's fantastic, but overall, my food options and entertainment have been, right, let's chuck this rubbish away. Let's get ourselves a cheeky little coffee. I love the fact that they've got food that you can buy in here. So you've got, now don't get me wrong, I'm not changing. I'm not going to be getting these, but they've got chicken Caesar salads here for $3.95, which is a reasonable, really bargain price. And then you've got all sandwiches. So you've got tuna, you've got roast beef, you've got egg and chicken salad. But you can, the point is, you can sit inside here, you can have your lunch. And I know you've got all the facilities in your motorhome and that, but sometimes, like I say, if you're with friends and family, it is a great option to be able to go somewhere away from that and just, you know, have something and chill out away. And if the weather's not good, then it's even better. It makes even more sense to have a place like this. It really does. Can I get a iced coffee, please?
Iced coffee, yes.
Thank you very much. Cheeky little iced coffee. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's good. That is good. You're probably wondering, how's this site got a few changes that most of the other sites haven't? Well, it's the first time I've come across this, but this site is a camping and caravan club franchise, which I'm new to, didn't know what it means, but basically some sites out there, they can partner with the camping and caravan club and then they can fall under that basically. And then they run exactly the same as most sites do, but because they're owned by someone else, they can have a few added extras, like the coffee shop and the licensed bar and the, you know, staying later, late departure and things like that, because it's owned by a lovely couple, Andrew and Teresa, who have shown me around, and I've had a good chat with them, and they're lovely people, they really are. And they've owned the site for a long time. This is their 12th season, so 12 years owning the site. They know what they're doing, and they run it really well, and they're a fantastic couple. They really are, really so kind and lovely. I stayed here. Now it is the height of the school holidays, so obviously take that into account. But I paid for a hard standing electric pitch, £28 for the night. I think it's lower for the rest of the year, and there are various other pitches. If you don't need electricity, then you don't have to. If you want grass, or if you've got a tent or something like that, I think there's all various different prices. This site isn't open all year round. It's open from the beginning of March to the beginning of November. So if you want to get here, then you have to get in before then. Otherwise, you have to wait till next season. As you've seen, it's a pretty stonking place. I mean, I'm a little bit upset that I've arrived when the food truck's not open, and they've got a hog roast this weekend, so that I'm missing out on. But I am going to be back here many times because the fishing is fantastic. We've got a beautiful place to hang out, really nice and quiet and chilled. This coffee shop is fantastic, and yeah, I just love this site. So this was a very impromptu video because I wasn't going to stay here this long. I was just coming here to do my ablutions, trim my hair, do my laundry and everything, and then make my way on and do a park up video. But I just had to show you this site, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my iced coffee, and I'll catch you lovely lot in the next one. So take it easy, bye.